Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to Northwest Middle School here in the lovely city of Reading, in the Reading School District. I am Dr. Khalid Mumeen, Superintendent of Schools, and it is my pleasure to welcome you all here today. I'd like to give a special shout out to the nurses here in the school district. Also, our principal, Mr. Joel Beagle, who's here today. And also the city of Reading's mayor, Mayor Eddie Moran. And we also have some distinguished dignitaries with us from the Department of Education, here to celebrate this moment in a very important time in our history, not only here in the city of Reading, but in the school district. In regards to vaccinations. To get this moving along, it is my pleasure to introduce to the podium Dr. Deb Carrera, Pennsylvania Department of Education's Executive Deputy Secretary. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Mumeen and team for hosting us today. And thank you to the Reading School District and your community partners for creating multiple opportunities for your students and families to receive a free COVID-19 vaccine. Mobile COVID-19 vaccines, like the one going on right now in the school behind us, are vital as we continue to fight this pandemic and as students, teachers, and staff prepare for the new school year. As educators, we know our students learn best in the classroom. We also know that schools are a great place for our students and families to receive their COVID-19 vaccine. As communities across the Commonwealth prepare for a new school year, we must work together to create healthy and safe conditions for our students, our teachers, and our staff now and in the future. We are so proud of the more than 100,000 teachers who answered the call earlier this year and lined up to get the COVID-19 vaccine. And we are so grateful to the students and families that are here now, here in Reading and across the Commonwealth, getting their COVID-19 vaccine. On behalf of the Wolf administration, thank you, Reading School District, for mobilizing and creating pathways to the COVID-19 vaccine for your community. I encourage everyone who is eligible to get the COVID-19 vaccine as soon as possible to help our students, teachers, and staff feel safe in school. While the pandemic has changed all of our lives, I stand here today with tremendous hope and optimism for the future. Our schools and our communities continue to do great things and continue to go to great lengths to serve and support our Pennsylvania students who are our future. And for that, we thank them. And I thank all of you for doing your part to help keep our students and our school communities safe. It is my honor at this time to invite my colleague, Dr. Deputy Secretary Sherri Smith, to the podium to provide a few remarks. Dr. Smith.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you, Dr. Carrera, for allowing me to be a part of this special event today, and particularly members of the Reading School District. So thank you very much for allowing me to be here. It truly is an honor to always be out in our schools. After spending 33 years, good catch, huh? 33 years in the field of education, nothing makes me happier than when I can be out around our schools, around our students, and around the staff that make a difference for our students every single day. So as we start the school year, we have CDC guidance, of which we've indicated that we need to use mitigated layered strategies to ensure the safety of our students for their health and safety, as well as that for our staff. Vaccinations have been proven to be one of the strongest strategies that we have in place to be able to support our schools and keep them safe as we return to in-person instruction this year. So I want to congratulate and thank the Reading School District for doing their part to ensure the safety of our students by offering the vaccination clinics. The department has been busy preparing many supports and resources for our schools across the Commonwealth. It's important for us to understand all the decisions that our schools have to make for the start of the school year. And most importantly is, how do we bring our students back to in-person instruction in a safe manner? How do we mitigate any of the learning gaps that our students may have gathered over the past year and a half, and concerned particularly on the social and emotional safety of our students as we start the year. So we've created an accelerated learning toolkit for our schools, which incorporates all those things and provides the resources and the supports for our schools. Additionally, we have $5 billion in our last rollout of federal funding that supports our schools in COVID mitigation strategies. And this helps support to mitigate those learning gaps again and to meet the mental health needs of our students and staff as they return to a school year. Particularly, however, I want to today thank our educators in our schools for everything they have done and continue to do for our students. It certainly hasn't been an easy road the last year and a half for our students, for our families, and for our school educators and school leaders. But all of us need to band together, work together, and collaborate and continue back to the business of educating our students across the Commonwealth. It's a new year. Albeit, we still have a pandemic that we need to manage. But I am hopeful that we can enter the start of this school year with a level of enthusiasm and renewal. Thank you. And I'd like to now turn the podium back to Dr. Momine.
Thank you so much for your kind words, and especially the kind words which really exemplify the passion and purpose of our educators who stepped up very early within this pandemic to answer the call of duty so that we can get back to some sort of normalcy in our schools. So again, thank you so much for that recognition. At this time, it's my pleasure to welcome to the podium our mayor here in the city of Reading, Mayor Eddie Moran.
Good morning.
Morning.
And welcome everyone who's here for the first time. Welcome those that have visited us before. Please know that our doors will always be open. It is a great pleasure actually to welcome you to what was announced yesterday as the 4th largest city in the Commonwealth. As everyone else, I am tremendously proud of these vaccination clinics. It is not a secret that I have worked very hard to bring to Reading as many vaccines as possible. I have continuously advocated by reaching out to our health department along with partners such as State Rep. Manny Guzman to make sure that they were available and easily accessible to our community. By listening to experts, we have learned that vaccination is one of the most effective measures to regulate the spread of COVID-19. I have a goal to have vaccines available to our community that were accessible demographically, with trusted partners, and with minimum demographical limitations. And here we are, we did it. Most recently, vaccine had become authorized for minors ages 12 to 17. And I knew that we needed to do something immediately. That is when I called outstanding partners, some here present, from Penn State Health St. Joseph Medical Center, and of course the Reading School District. And we said, we need to do this, and we need to do this now. We need to make vaccines available for our school population. And I could assure you that within a week, we were prepared to start doing such service. And let me tell you, it was no easy task knowing the limitations that we had with the regulations and CDC recommendations in indoor facilities. But yet, the Reading School District said, we need to do this, and we did. I am thankful for their commitment to protecting our community, for understanding the urgency and severity of this unprecedented health crisis. The key for these clinics have been hosting them in an environment that kids and their families trust. They trust the school district, obviously. They spend so much time in these facilities. Partnering with organizations with outstanding records of great work in our community, such as St. Joseph, and doing it with sensitivity and respect. Sure, the incentives, the prices, the raffles helped, but I am thankful to have partners such respected institutions within our community. I could not have done it without them, obviously, and for that, I thank you. Now, I want to take this moment to speak to the community at large here in the city of Reading and in the Commonwealth. We are not out of the woods yet, guys. In fact, we got too confident. We are seeing a dramatic spike in cases and unfortunately among the unvaccinated population. Vaccines are effective in preventing hospitalizations, acute symptoms, and death rates. By protecting our children, you make a commitment to protect your family, your school district, your teachers, your loved ones, your neighborhood, our city. So let's do our part in making sure that we continue to encourage every single individual that is qualified to obtain once they get educated on the vaccines and get it done. We cannot take any chances, folks. The cases are increasing and we cannot let that happen. We have to do our part. Let's learn from each other. If there's anybody that would like to duplicate this, we don't have to reinvent the wheels. It just takes a little synergy and a little partnership to make great things happen. We can learn from you just as much as you can learn from us. Thank you kindly once again, and God bless you all.
And with that said, as Mayor Moran just commented on, this is a great partnership. And I'm proud to say, as superintendent of schools, that our back-to-school planning is in full swing as we gear up for a successful and safe 2021 to 2022 school year that will include full in-person learning in our district, and we are pleased to partner with the City of Reading and Penn State Health St. Joseph to host our latest round of vaccination clinics this summer. We are hopeful that all of our eligible students and their families will continue to take advantage of the great vaccination opportunities happening both in the school district and throughout the community. To date, this partnership has resulted in nearly 500 vaccinations for Reading students and families. 500 vaccinations. We are also so grateful for these type of all-in community efforts as they complement the outstanding work of our Reading School District, health services departments, and nurses. For numerous years, our health services team and school nurses have overseen the Reading School District vaccines for the children's clinic. This year, in addition to the traditional vaccine and immunization clinics offered, the team also held 3 COVID-19 vaccination clinics and information sessions. During these COVID-19 clinics, they administered approximately 750 first and second doses of the COVID-19 vaccines to our students, staff, and families, as well as the greater Reading community. I would like to take time to thank Ann Fisher, our Director of Health and Student Services, and our outstanding school nursing staff for their tremendous work. With us today, we have 2 of our school nurses, Tracy Ravert and Tanya Stricker. And I must say, when we're talking about synergy, when we're talking about collaboration and partnership, Ms. Stricker, she is the epitome of that example because she's among one of our school nurses who pulled double duty and has also served on the front lines at Tower Health throughout this pandemic. And we thank you. So again, this is a joyous moment today as we continue to do our part together to be able to be an active participant in what this new normal shall look like in our schools. At this time, it is my pleasure to invite Dr. Smith back to the podium. Thank you.
Is there a height difference? So I just want to thank everyone for being here today. And again, thank you and kudos to all the hard work from our school nurses. Know how much you're appreciated and needed in our schools right now. So thank you to Dr. Mumeen and Reading School District for allowing us to be here and for the amazing job that you're doing leading our schools during these unprecedented times. So thank you and have a good day. Thank you.